Oh, you dirty dog. Went to itch my nose and one cracked it. So we're fishing the Northland mullet today. Just coming off a spawn. Fish are mostly post-spawn, I'd say. Bluegills are just starting to spawn. This is when I tend to kind of start looking at picking up the mullet and looking for post-spawners. That's when it really starts to shine, when these fish come off spawn. They get into post-spawn and into summer and all the way in the fall and the ice up, really. Honestly, I'll fish all the way till, you know, temps are in the high 30s even. But yeah, these fish are looking for a big meal, and that's what, you know, that's what this is. Today we're fishing a lot of bluegill beds. This, I mean, looks exactly like a bluegill, you know. Up here on a flat here, got a bunch of bluegill spawning, just missed one. So when I'm fishing shallow like this, we're fishing, you know, 2 to 5 feet right now. I guess what I would call is kind of float it. I'd kind of float it, hover it above the beds, or there's a lot of submerged grass here, kind of scattered grass, so kind of float it. I don't know if you can see that real well, but it's kind of got like it floats really nice. It's kind of the best way I can describe it. A nice floating action to it. So it's really easy to keep it up high in the water column, which is where this bait kind of shines, really. It's very good on the bottom, but unlike other hair jigs that are on the market, there's a lot of hair jigs on the market, this one, it's easier to keep up and float above the fish. Or fish, you know, fish in shallow water. A lot of guys tend, you think of a hair jig like this, you think offshore, you think deep, you think ledge fish and rock pile fish, and you think offshore. But don't be scared to fish this in 2 foot of water, a foot of water, you know, go with the lighter heads. And it stays up really easily high in the water column. But there's basically 3 ways I fish, just like I explained just now, floating it, you know, kind of keeping it above the fish. Just kind of slow reeling it, maybe popping it here and there. Then on the bottom, once this kind of scattered grass goes away, I'll start to fish it on the bottom more. Or if I get some clean rock, I'll drag it or kind of swimming across the bottom. And then real popular technique is to either pop it or just to reel it fast, burn it, let it fall. Reel fast, burn it, let it fall. And repeat. So those are the 3 basic ways that I like to fish this, you know, this mullet here. And it's a big fish bait. Like you're not gonna go out and catch a bunch of 12 inchers, you're gonna get big bites. I would compare it to big swim bait fishing, glide bait fishing, as you're hunting for some big ones. Unlike a glide bait, this can catch numbers too. So if you like big baits and big glide baits, you gotta try this Northland Minnesota mullet.